Oh hi, I'm Rayford and thank you for joining me for another episode of What Are This? Today we're looking at the latest global event released for The Division. So let's take a look at What Are This? On Tuesday, The Division released its latest global event, a week-long modifier that applies to all PvE content in the game, with the exception of the Underground. In essence, you complete a PvE activity, and on top of the normal rewards you get, like killing bosses, doing dailies, doing weeklies, whatever, you also earn global event credits. The harder the activity, the more credits you get, which makes sense. We'll talk about the rewards towards the end of the video, but first I want to talk about the modifiers for this global event. This week's global event is called Ambush, and it features up to 3 modifiers. First up is the Ambush global event modifier. It's always active, and while stationary, a bar will fill up above your health bar that gradually kind of fills up over the course of like 2 seconds or so. As it fills, the player will deal increased damage to enemies, which includes weapons and skills. Now there's a few caveats to be aware of here. First and foremost is moving while in cover does not deplete the bar. Number 2 is executing a cover-to-cover move will also not deplete the bar. And number 3 is that the bar can fill up while you're out of cover, so long as you don't move. If you're just standing still, then that bar is filling up. But when you start to walk around, that's when the bar starts to go down, reducing the amount of damage that you do. By the way, this only really applies when you're in combat. If you're out of combat, this bar is not doing anything for you. Moving on, the second modifier is called Covert Ambush, which includes the previous modifier, but with a twist. With Covert Ambush, if your ambush bar is depleted, you take damage over time while moving. An easy fix for this is just utilize that cover-to-cover movement system. It's pretty easy to deal with. But now the final modifier, Strategic Ambush. It includes the last 2 modifiers, but now if you're in close proximity to party members, your ambush bar will deplete until it's completely gone, at which point you and the agents that you're too close to will begin to take damage. Fortunately, there will be a red line that connects your agent to any nearby agents that are too close, indicating that you guys should maybe split up a little bit, It's not you, it's them. Or it's not them, it's you, kind of whatever. You gotta split up. Get some space, okay? As with past global events, only certain story missions will allow you to activate all 3 modifiers. The missions for this week are Queen's Tunnel, Times Square Power Relay, Broadway Emporium, and the Police Academy. And on the incursion side, we have Dragon's Nest. Now finally, let's look at your rewards, because there's rewards for doing stuff. What can you get during this global event? Well, for those that don't know, when you have enough global event credits, you can spend them in the terminal on special global event caches. A normal cache is 900 credits, while a superior cache is 1500. Superior caches should actually be what you go for always. They've got a 45% chance of dropping classified gear set items, and a roughly 12.5% chance for exotics. Not gonna lie, my first superior global event cache that I opened this week contained an exotic. Granted, it was the Warlord, but it was still a pretty good roll, okay? So, yeah. Up for grabs in the global event caches this month are the classified versions of AlphaBridge, Firecrest, Hunter's Faith, and Tactician's Authority. I'll have a link down below to the bonuses that those gear sets will give you. They're only going to be available in this week's global event cache, but all the other classified gear sets are going to be available from normal loot pools and everything. Anyway guys, that's it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of What Are This? I know it's a really short one, and I know it's a couple days late. This event started on Tuesday. I apologize about that, but I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know about what's going on. Anyway, hope that you enjoyed. Have a fantastic day, you wonderful croutons of awesomeness, and I will talk to you in the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.